Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to enable public folder sharing in Windows 11 without requiring a password. This is perfect if you want to quickly share files across devices on your local network without typing a username or password every time. We'll go through the steps to enable public folder sharing, turn off password-protected sharing, and access the shared folder from another device using the host computer, the computer that contains the public folder sharing, via its IP address or computer name. So before we jump into the setup, let's talk about what the public folder actually is. In Windows, the public folder is a special shared location found inside the C drive, then under the user's folder, and inside a folder called public. Every Windows installation has it, and it's designed specifically for easy file sharing between users on the same computer or the same network. Inside the public folder, Windows provides several subfolders like public documents, public downloads, public music, public pictures, and public videos. These folders are there to help you organize the files you want to share, just like your regular user folders, but everything inside them is meant to be accessible to other people on your network. The important thing to understand is that the public folder is completely separate from your personal user folders. Nothing inside your own documents or desktop is shared automatically. Only the files that you intentionally place inside the public folder can be made available to others. This makes it a safe and controlled way to share content without exposing your private files. In short, the public folder acts like a shared community space on your computer, a place where you can put anything you want others to access, while keeping the rest of your system private and protected. Now that you know what the public folder is and how it works, let's start setting everything up. We're going to enable public folder sharing, turn off password protection, and then test the connection from another device to make sure everything works perfectly. So let's jump right into the first step. First, open the Settings app, click the Start button, type Settings, and then press Enter to open it. In the Settings window, look to the left side and click Network Internet. On the right side, select Advanced Network Settings. After that, click Advanced Sharing Settings. Here, you'll see a section called All Networks. Expand it, and you'll find the option for public folder sharing. Simply switch it on to enable sharing for the public folder. This allows your public folder to be shared on the network. While you're still in the Advanced Sharing Settings window, look just below Public Folder Sharing and you'll see an option called Password Protected Sharing. Switch this option off. This makes Windows allow other devices on the same network to access your public folder without requiring a username or password. Now that public folder sharing is enabled and password protection is turned off, your shared public folder is ready to be accessed by other computers on your local network. However, before testing the connection, you need to know your computer's IP address or computer name. This information tells other computers where to find your computer so they can connect to the shared folder. To find your IP address, still in the Settings window, look at the menu on the left side and choose Network Internet. If your computer is connected wirelessly, click Wi-Fi on the right side of the Settings window, then select the name of the network you're currently connected to. This will open a detailed view of your Wi-Fi properties. If instead you are using a cable to connect to the Internet, choose Ethernet from the list on the right, and then select your active Ethernet connection. This will expand the section and display all relevant details for your wired network. Look through the wired or Wi-Fi network details until you find a section labeled IPv4 address. The number shown next to this label is your computer's current IP address on your local network. Other computers on the same network will use this address when accessing a shared public folder on your computer. Once you have identified your IP address, you can also check your computer name, which is another way computer can locate your PC on the network. To find your computer name, stay in the Settings window and go to the Home menu on the left side. On the right, at the top of the page under the Home heading, you will see your computer name. Other computers on the same network can use this name to connect to your shared public folder. Now that you have your IP address and computer name, it's time to test the connection from another device on the same network. Let's move to the other computer and see if we can access the shared folder. On the other computer, click Start, type Group Policy, and press Enter. This will open the local Group Policy editor, where you can check or adjust settings related to network sharing and access if needed. On the left side of the local Group Policy editor, you will see a navigation tree. Under Computer Configuration, double-click Windows Settings to expand it, then double-click Security Settings to expand it further. Next, double-click Local Policies to expand that section, and finally, select Security Options. On the right side of the window, you will see a list of policies. Look for the one named Microsoft Network Client, Digitally Signed Communications, Always. Double-click on this policy to open its settings dialog. In this dialog, select Disabled, then click Apply, and finally click OK to save the changes. By disabling this policy, you allow it to connect to shared folders on the network without enforcing digital signing. Still in the Local Group Policy Editor, on the left panel under Computer Configuration, find and double-click Administrative Templates to expand it. Then, double-click Network to open it. Next, select Landman Workstation. The right side of the window will now display all the policies available in this category. Look for the policy named Enable Insecure Guest Logons. Double-click this policy to open its settings dialog. In the dialog that appears, select Enabled, then click Apply, and finally click OK to save the changes. Enabling this policy on the client computer allows it to connect to shared folders on the network without requiring a username or password. By disabling Microsoft Network Client, Digitally Signed Communications, Always, and enabling Enable Insecure Guest Logons, you can connect to shared folders on the network without needing a username or password. Now it's time to test access to the public folder sharing. Open File Explorer. Click on the address bar at the top, and type 2 backslashes followed by the host computer's IP address, the IP address of the computer that has the shared public folder, then press Enter to connect. If everything is set up correctly, you can open the shared folder, read files, copy items, write new files, and even delete files without being prompted for a username or password. Next, you can test access to the public folder using the host computer's name instead of the IP address. Click on the address bar in File Explorer, type 2 backslashes followed by the host computer name, and press Enter. If everything is configured correctly, the shared public folder should appear, allowing you to read, write, and modify files without entering a username or password. And that's it. You've successfully enabled public folder sharing on your Windows 11 computer and set it up for password-free access. Now, any computer on your local network can easily connect to the shared folder using either the host computer's IP address or its computer name, without needing to enter a username or password. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more tutorials.